Round 7, we made it here to QMP. We again made our way into the pro pit, so we got the MXstore Brisbane Motorcycles set up in an awesome spot. Haven't really checked the track out yet, but everything around here looks awesome. This was a cool event last year, massive crowd and everything, so looking forward to the weekend, especially because we got this thing here behind me. Finally got the race bike, 2 rounds to go, but we made it happen. We've got a race bike. We'll have a video, I don't know if it's going to be before this one or after this video, of the full race bike build, from it just being a frame after blown up to all the way up to what it is now, everything I run on it. Just a quick rundown of why I've got it all. But yeah, excited to get out on that thing. I did test it the other day and she's sweet. So got Michaela in here, she's redoing our Viking stickers on the helmet. So the Viking guys, obviously, like you guys know, they've jumped on board for the remaining rounds, and we've also added the guys at LJD Civil to the program for these final 2 rounds. I'll talk about them a little bit more tomorrow. But yeah, we're here, we're excited. Luke's racing under the Serco trucks. That's going to be cool. It's just going to be, yeah, cool vibe. We got Dean, everyone here, so we'll show you throughout. Okay, so we've done about 3/4 of the track now. They've done an awesome job. It's better than last year even. When everyone turned up last year, it looked pretty dry. I think maybe they knew the rain was coming, and the rain definitely helped it out. The track got super gnarly rutted, whereas this year's gonna be way different because the weather's gonna be hot. But they've got a fair bit of moisture into the track. But I think it'll form up more lines this year, as in like racy lines that you can sort of cut across, cut in and out, because it won't be so deep. But the jumps look sick, track's open, it's big. It's just like sort of a track. Anytime you come to a national, I think I say it just about every round, but it just gets you keen to ride when you see the track, when they've done a good job. So I'm excited to get out there, and yeah, I think it'll be racy right from practice with the way they like prep it here. The guys are pretty smart. I don't think they're gonna overwater it and make it a mud fest. So I think it should be a good day all day long, as they can keep on top of the water, and yeah, it'll be a good racetrack. Okay, Saturday night, so just come into the gym, have somewhere to shower. Also like to move the body a little bit, just not going to do anything crazy. I don't have even a plan. I'm just going to move around a little bit, stretch a bit, just to loosen up and feel good for tomorrow. I'm on the camera, so I don't know if I'll be able to film much because I don't know where to put this thing. But yeah, I lent out the GoPro today, which is a bit of a rookie move, and I never got it back. Leaking like a sieve, but it's working.
We're probably paying for that, aren't we?
Huh?
We'll be paying for what's leaking too.
Yeah. Oh.
How much?
Just saying, we should probably do this a bit more often.
Oh, it's not focusing. There we go.
$1.
I thought it was going to be so expensive.
Nah, I knew it was going to be cheap, because this is where like trucks and stuff fill up.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
Van life.
MTV cribs. We're in the van.
What do we got? We got a roof now since I've seen it.
Yeah, it's way better.
Yeah. I've got a floor.
This is cool.
The grass is always greener.
Got a desk.
Yeah. So I can, that's like my little
bench,
kitchen.
Yeah.
Kitchen thing now. So I like cook and clean.
That's so good.
It's unreal. I'd like to say.
Okay, it's race morning, we're here, everything's all set up, Dean's getting the bike sorted. Just gonna head up and watch Luke, we only just got here, but MX2's out first, so gonna jump up and watch Luke. Yeah, he's super nervous, but hopefully it all goes to plan for him. He knows how to ride, so it should be a good day.
Yo, out of Queensland. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't not all up to speed with that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I thought my last lap was quicker, but I don't.
Made a mistake this second.
Yeah, but then I gained time in spots, so I don't know. I think 14, 12 to 14. I don't know.
Give us a pose, Dean. Did you get it? No.
P11.
Ooh. Nice setup. Looks good. It actually looks really good.
Yeah. How'd you feel?
Really not good, but I'm going to turn it around.
I thought there was your last lap. You definitely made a few mistakes. You got held up, and it was like a bit of a rough one. I think the 2 laps prior, like when you were there, I thought it was half decent. Like it looked alright.
It was, but it was like, and there were spots where I was like really good.
You lost a lot of time on that last turn.
Should have just taken the inside.
Yeah.
I tried to go
You, like,
out
rolled
and cut
over,
across.
like over the top of them.
There you go, dude.
Holy shit! I was like,
Yeah, your first lap.
like saying to Jordan, he's hunting through these.
You went from you legit went like 40th to 13th to 17th, and then you sort of like, you made a bunch of mistakes. It looked like you just started to settle again.
I got stuck behind some dude for a while, got past him, and then I caught back onto Alexanderson at those points. Like I got close, that's what happened, big one. And like, that was like that point of those 4 or 5 dudes to get to the top 10. I was like, I know I can be there, and then, dude, I least expected that crash for what it did. It hit me that hard unexpectedly. It just blew my hands off. I just felt like I just went compression and just, I landed. I reckon I landed.
light switch.
I reckon I landed 10 meters past the bike up the top, and I just remember hitting the ground. I had not been winded. I felt like I crushed all my ribs.
Was that the first crash?
First crash. Oh, I was on the ground, just got.
It lifted you out of the bike.
Way better than all your practice and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that first couple of laps, it just looked stronger attacking, which is good.
Alright, yeah, thank you.
So frustrating. Like, I wish I could just ride. I do wish. Like, I feel like I could ride, but
They won't let
not
you.
gonna. Daniel kind of made it not happen. He went and told him that, hey, like, I know he's doing concussion test, but he didn't move.
Nah.
Like,
You didn't.
Don't really.
I'm sorry, but you didn't for it. Like we were at the start straight, and Joel was able to run up there and get on the jump before you even sort of got up.
I was spread across the track too, and I couldn't get my legs up. I couldn't get my legs up to my chest to
Because it was
extend
so
my
tacky,
distance.
those ruts there too.
I was just like on the ground, just going, holy.
Yeah, I legit, you crashed. I was standing at the back of the first turn.
Yeah.
I ran over, had to undo a gate, ran off onto the track, and got up there, and like you basically hadn't really moved that much yet.
I could have belted him.
Oh, now everything's better.
Okay, 10 minutes until we got to be in the holding pen, so getting ready now for Moto 1. Track looks like it's definitely going to bake out. It's so hot today. So yeah, and it's like really dry heat too in the track. Honestly, wasn't that wet in practice. It was wet and sloppy, but the water hadn't gone down into the ground. I practiced a few starts this week, felt good on the start, so let's just execute. I want to go and talk to Dean, get him to put some of the technique stuff that I've been working on, unlocking those hips and stuff. I can execute what I've been doing during the week. I know it's going to be good, so let's go out and get it.
Yeah, got this.
Thanks, dude.
Smart, yeah, what's the focus?
Technique, just if I execute technique, especially because the track's going to be slippery and technical, I'll go fast. I just got to calm myself down and like get the combination right of intensity but flow and technique.
Are they still here?
Yeah, there's a lot of different lines that guys can take here, which it does make it easy.
P10 with it? I think so, something like that.
Waters had a big one.
Oh, did he crash
Yep.
at the end? Oh, I didn't see that. Shit.
Man, him and Jai were just going back and forth.
Yeah. He
They
thinks,
were faster in two separate parts of the track.
yeah, the back Joel struggled.
Yeah.
What
he
happened,
sweeped right
though?
around, he wobbly would have hole shot the thing. And he just got stuck up and they got all bunting there and he had to go right around it.
Oh, really?
Got pushed a bit wide, so.
Because I thought it looked like it was good. And then
Great start, yeah.
Could have come across to the right a lot more.
You reckon?
Up the start straight.
On straight.
Yeah, because you had a jump on all them boys. Like you had it pretty solid. There was, I
was like, I'm just gonna keep it on and outbrake
Yeah.
them, which I did, but then I just couldn't turn.
Yeah.
If I just had my wheels in front of Zach, I would have been fine, but
Yeah.
he just pushed out. Yeah.
Yeah, like I thought you looked half decent. Like,
It was okay, just like I just didn't feel like I was pushing.
it'd be interesting to see kind of your times over the moto, because it was just like randomized laps that you just charge again. You could see the difference in your body language, and then you kind of go like 1 or 2 laps just riding the track, and then you would charge again. It was just
Does Joe want to do some signing in a second?
Signing.
Some kids there that want an autograph. I feel so famous, man. We just got a photo. They got me to sign it.
Did you headbutt the ground, did you?
Dad, I think I'm
I
broken
think
my
you
nose.
peaked. Me, like choose your lines, but also scope the track for a second line. So if you need to mix stuff up, you know, if you get past, well, take an opportunity and passing it back straight away.
Yeah.
Don't get comfortable and go, because it is very one
And
line.
if it stops working, I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
go move somewhere else. We just changed the suspension up again a little bit, so the track then, it just I sort of felt like I was just sitting on top of everything. I couldn't actually get the rear wheel on the ground. So we're going a turn out on the high speed again now, a full turn. Whereas before we went in a quarter turn. So essentially from what we started the day, we're out half a turn again. We're also going to speed up the rebound a little bit on the rear and speed up the rebound on the front a bit, just to get the suspension moving a little bit over all these choppy little holes and stuff. So just doing that now while we're sitting here having a bit of food, just rather than go out and beat our head against the wall again. We're trying to execute and make something different. So I don't want to leave the day and be like, oh, I wish I tried this. I'm trying to be better at making changes on the day, doing what I say I'm going to do and just executing the day. So yeah, I'm going to do that.
Airoh, got John Evans.
Didn't you?
Roger.
Thanks, mate. Just threw it away. But
Whole shot. Yeah, you did.
yeah.
What did you bend it a couple of times? Or?
Yeah.
We noticed
3.
You're up there and then all of a sudden you drop like 100 metres of track space.
Yeah, crashed 3 times.
Something's got a mess there and the next thing you're going all right again and then...
I definitely was happy with how I rode then. I was a lot more in control of it. But man, I was fighting it. But it was good. It's definitely improvement from before. It's just I couldn't get the front to follow. It was like topping out. So like I'd sort of go to get settled, but I just didn't know where the front tyre was, and it'd be like tut, and pop out.
Too quick again.
Yeah.
So
it was just like topping out.
Yeah.
I feel like the mid stroke is too strong.
And it keeps coming back real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, we gotta take it positive. Like it's the first time I've led a 450 race.
Dude, you just ripped around the
Good
outside.
start. Oh.
You got this one.
I was first corner too, so I got a perfect shot of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Were you start to fatigue quicker?
That's cool. That's sick.
Sick,
So there was one that come down off that little ski thing.
Yeah.
into the right
Yep.
that went like this, and then it joined into the right that went that way and around. So I took it the first lap and was like, oh, bang.
Super sharp, yeah.
And then I went to take it, and then Gibbsy just went, and we just it just lifted my front wheel.
I thought you slid out and I didn't even see that.
I knew you boys
it
come
fully
together.
lifted my front wheel off the ground, Because I was like, oh, I could see the bike, and I was like, oh, I braced, and he hit, and I thought I'd just get away with it. He'd pass me, but it just lifted the front off the ground. And
The other crash, were you like a bit fatigued, or you just
not placing the bike enough. But as like I said, ticks and boxes. It felt good to be up there, and
100%.
Start was what we were talking about.
I honestly think you could have. It would have been close for you to whole shot even that first one if you would have come across. Yeah, you just went bro and just drag race at the first turn, but didn't come across.
that's what like. I said to Dean then, he's like, oh, you moved over? And I said, yeah, I spoke to Luke, and Luke's like, you need to move over. So as soon as I got the jump, I was like, looked, and I just like started turning.
That's good though. And then you didn't back down in the exiting either. Like, you
No, you
wanted
pulled.
that.
You actually pulled out of
I was
the...
hoping you was going to charge because you had the right of way. It was just if you wanted to shove him off out of that line or not, which was good. Made it happen. Then you're set. I think your line when you come out of that third turn and the dusty stuff, the outside, you like pulled like a good couple of bike lanes. That was a good line, man.
Yeah,
It was good at the start of the moto and terrible at the end. It took me too long to get over.
Yeah.
Because like the inside was so slick, it was like concrete.
Yeah.
So it was better just to go the dust, but then at the end the concrete got like drier.
Yeah.
And then the next turn I saw it in sight lap, and I was like, that line's sick.
Yeah.
It was muddy, but it was smooth, and you couldn't see. So I was like, oh, that'll be good. But then people must have got squirrely, and I lost like 3 spots there.
Up the hill.
That's where I lost it to Dean. Yeah, but that's all right. It was good.
It's a whole shot,
Dad
mate.
coming through with the goods.
Whole
It's been
shot,
the
man.
deal since we were a little kid. $100 for a whole shot.
I reckon that was the best one yet.
Yeah.